If you are a woman living her best hot mess express life while simultaneously crushing it, and you're craving more clarity, purpose, and excellence, get ready because you're in the right spot. I am your host, Chelsea DeBruin-Colbert, and I want to welcome you to Season 2 of All Things Excellence, the podcast, where I'll be bringing you all the inspiration and insights your excellence-seeking heart desires. This season, I'm stepping back into chasing big, bold, and absolutely terrifying goals, sharing every honest step and misstep along the way. We're continuing our beloved Unscripted series, featuring live clarity coaching sessions with guests just like you, and diving deep into raw behind-the-scenes stories of powerhouse women founders I am wildly obsessed with, whose journeys will fuel your own. So grab your coffee, settle in, and get ready to discover just how close you are to the life your soul is calling you to create. This is All Things Excellence. Hey, All Things Excellence. Welcome to today's episode of Enneagram and the Holidays, and today is all about Enneagram 8s. And I've got Nichole with me today. Yay! All right, y'all. Y'all should just buckle up because you have it is not 9 a.m. yet when we are recording this. You've got 2 Enneagram 8s. Our coffee is in hand. We are already in the throes of the holidays, so we are feeling the vibes of the boundaries and the too muchness, and I think our honesty's already cranked up. We're good.
I call it the GSD. You know what I mean? We're here to just get stuff done.
Yes. Okay, so I call Mondays get shit done days. GSD day.
Okay, I was like, I don't know where we are in the shit department, but yeah, get shit done.
Yes,
It is
yes,
what it
get
is.
shit done. Yes. Yeah, so Monday is always my GSD day, but we are seizing the day today and also GSD day. So, okay. So we're just going to leap on in. We're going to get to the point because if you guys don't know this about Enneagram 8s, we love getting straight to the point. We love just making it happen. What are we doing? What needs to be done? Like, let us know what is the end result that you want, and we're going to make it happen. So when it comes to the holidays, and you travel in for Thanksgiving every year, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So I live in San Antonio, Texas, and I'm currently in Tucson, Arizona, visiting my best friend and her family for the whole
Yeah,
Thanksgiving week.
yeah.
Yeah,
And you do this every year.
I do. Yeah. So actually, Facebook memories popped up. 5 years ago was my first year here, and I used to drive in on Tuesday. It's a 13-hour drive, which for me, GSD, no big deal, right? Put on a couple of podcasts, get a couple of playlists in the
Yes.
queue, and you're good to go, right? G to
A,
G.
a-
It's
a road trip
no
doesn't
big
bother
deal.
me. No, like I drove from Dallas to
And
Phoenix all the
and you're
time.
by
We were like,
yourself. Like
wow.
I had mandatory phone calls you had to make anyway. You're just doing
Yes,
it when you have
yes,
cell service. Like not the end of the world,
yes.
except for the older we get, my back liked it less,
Yeah. Yes. So now
and
you
it was
fly
just annoying.
in?
And then I was like, wait a minute, if we buy our flights in like June, Thanksgiving
Yes.
prices are not a thing.
Mm-mm. And you buy back your time. Okay, I will say as an 8 that I used to just drive all over Kingdom Come. 16-hour road trip, NBD. Jump in the car, head down, put on the
Yeah, no
Audible,
worries.
and let's go. Make the calls when I have the service. Now I'm in my buy back my time era. So
Yeah, I'm
you
like,
fly in. Hmm. Yeah, you flew in.
it's gonna take me like 4 hours to fly here, which I don't
Yeah.
have to do. I can nap the whole time. And then
Yeah.
I arrive and my back doesn't hurt. I'm not garbage and
Yeah.
I can just be here. And
Yeah.
because of remote work, I worked Monday a little bit yesterday and we're gonna call this work for today. And
Yeah.
then that's it. You know
That's
what I
it.
mean?
And you do this every so okay, so y'all, her best friend is an Enneagram 7
I
who
like break it
actually
down.
is the Enneagram 7. So this will drop on Wednesday. Enneagram 7s drop on Friday. How does that work? I mean, I don't know. I do feel a little bit as an 8. Somehow I end up collecting 7s. I don't know if they're like the fun version of myself I love to access. Like, do you feel that?
100% more sevens in my life than any other shade of Enneagram.
Do you feel like that? You feel like it's like we're just like we always have our serious pants on, but there is that wing 7 that we have that we want to be the enthusiast, we want to be the adventurer, and so we keep collecting these Enneagram 7s because they bring out like the party side of us.
So I have a very strong wing 7 that arrives when needed, like last night.
Yo, she went to bed. It
Y'all, I
is
went to sleep at like 4
8:39
o'clock this
a.m.
morning.
and you went to bed at 4 a.m.
Here I am. But
But in a fashion.
my due diligence and my commitment to my friend here, Chelsea, said, "Hey, girl, your alarm's going off at 7:30. Put some makeup on and show up." She's like, "We could have postponed." I'm like, "Why? So it could be worse later?" Like, no.
Just get it
So
done while we're still
my
delirious
bestie
and
is a
we don't know it.
7. My bestie is a 7, and we hang out and we do all sorts of fun stuff all week long. Some of that fun stuff is hiking Sabino Canyon, which is my favorite thing to do. But
Mm.
other fun things is she's helping with some of my marketing. So like it's not just,
You
hanging out
are.
with your
Okay.
best friend. There's working happening that I needed some like I need to talk through it. I want to work through it with my pal.
Okay, but that's
So
like I feel like that's an Enneagram 8 thing where it's like, okay, yes, we understand it's the holidays, but we're still getting work done.
I
Because that
there's
is fun.
absolutely no way I could just like max and relax for 8 days. Not a thing.
I feel
Don't
that.
know how.
I
Can't
literally
relate.
said to my dad, I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm barely working the entire my dad's here for the week, and I'm like, I'm barely working the entire time you're here. Like, don't even worry about it. Got nothing, couple meetings here and there, whatever. And then I'm
He's like,
realizing,
sure.
yeah. And then I'm realizing I'm like, I don't know. People used to say to my husband, like, what are her hobbies? And he would say, working. Do you feel
GSD.
that?
No?
Working?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. And I don't even think it's like that we can't relax. I think that we think it's relaxing.
Well, my brain, I will just only speak for myself here, is super on point right first thing in the morning. So the first two
Mm,
hours of my day, I'm in like straight idea generation and like, let's go.
yes.
And so
Yes.
posting social media, what do I need to do?
Hmm.
After that, I'm like, well,
I
it's
do
not
feel
my most active time.
of the day.
And if I can do all of that before everyone's awake, then it's
Then to get it done.
made it a work day.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So holiday stuff. I'm super curious on this. When do you decorate and how much do you decorate? Or do you even decorate?
Okay, so this is going to be unpopular opinion of Nicole Mariakis. I live alone, so I
Yeah.
get to do whatever I want whenever I want,
Yes.
100% of the time.
Yes.
In my world of San Antonio, Texas, traditionally speaking, I only get to have Christmas decor for
Mm,
like the week of Thanksgiving, and then the day after Christmas, I'm like, I'm done with you. This
mm.
year was a little bit different because my life has changed a little bit. I had a little bit more time at home and availability, so I decorated earlier.
Okay. But you do
I'm the
decorate.
most boring decorator on the planet, and I'm okay with it, and it works for me. So I have my pre-lit tree, I've got my silver and red balls, the end. Like, check, check, check. It's done.
Okay,
And
I
Robin
feel this.
literally was like, are you gonna put anything sentimental on your tree? And I was like, there's 3 of them at the top, the end. And she's like, so, and I was like, well, I'm unmarried. I don't have children. Like, what else do you need from me?
Yes.
I
Okay,
checked the box.
I
It's
feel this.
done.
My husband literally has like tchotchkes all over the place. Like he has like every holiday he's like changing them out. He's literally got a collection of gnomes that he keeps collecting more gnomes. And every season he's like changing out the gnomes. He's already put our tree up. It's like covered in sentimental ornaments, but also, like we do the travel ornament thing, which he really, really loves.
Right.
But there's a lot, and I'm with you. Like I could just put up my pre-lit flocked tree and put the coordinating ornaments on it, and I could call it a really, really good day. I'm very basic. Like I don't need a lot. I want to feel the
It took
concept
me
of the
like
holidays.
33 minutes. And I was
Yes.
like, and I'm done decorating for Christmas. The end.
Yeah. But I also don't want to, I don't want to take 10 years to take it all down. Like those people that are like, oh my gosh, I just decorate for 2 weeks straight. And I'm thinking, but then you have to take it down for 2 weeks straight. That just doesn't sound efficient to me.
I'm curious why your attic space. I have so many questions. I went into my
Where,
dear friend's home,
yeah.
the most magical Christmas situation on the planet. So
Yeah.
beautiful,
Yes.
adoring. I'm like, oh my God, you have 3 Christmas trees and you have a whole like town with railroad tracks and all the things. I'm like, this is so cool.
Oh, you
Where
know where they're
does it?
putting this?
I've heard this from people. They're putting it in storage units. They have storage units for their holiday decor.
I have 3 bins and a tree box thing, and that's it.
There
But
you
that's all
go.
I can handle.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. That's
I
enough.
aspire to, like have a fully decorated house, but the reality is
Mm,
that's not going to happen for me.
I think my thing about that is I'll just make more money and pay someone to do it.
Yeah, like I would super love my lighting outside to be
Yeah.
taken care of by someone else.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I'm gone for this whole week. So I'm like, does
Oh
it?
yeah.
And then you're home for 4, maybe, kind of. And I'm like, does
I
it
know.
matter? I don't know.
Is the bang
So we'll
worth the
see.
buck? Do you really, where's
Yeah,
the joy, the amount of joy? Okay, so what part of the holiday season do you love and what drains you?
I love all of the communal part of the holidays, right? So in wherever town you are,
Yeah.
there's just something going on all the time. I want to go see
Oh,
lights. If they're your
yeah.
lights, my lights, someone's lights, I want to go see them. I want someone to drive me. I want to maybe bring a mug of
Whatever,
joy,
happiness. Yes, lots of joy.
whatever looks like for you.
I
But like,
feel
so in
this,
San Antonio, we have like a
like the
botanical
nostalgia.
garden that does lights. We have the San Antonio Zoo does this really beautiful thing. So you can just like walk through it. And I think it's just, we get to pretend for a whole month that we're nicer to each other than we are.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
true.
love
I
that.
do love that. I do love that. Okay, and the Riverwalk, are the lights on the Riverwalk always like that? Or is that a Christmas thing?
Christmas?
That's a Christmas. See, and I got to see it last year, right? Like when I was there for a conference, like it would have been up. Okay, I'm with you on that. I love the nostalgia. So it's like I don't necessarily want to go home to do all the things and see all these people that I don't actually want to see, but I do like to go home because I'm from this itty bitty town of 10,000 people in the middle of nowhere, Iowa, where like there's an old historic town square and they light that bitch up like Clark Griswold.
Yeah.
And I
It's
mean
the
like Clark.
biggest dang deal on the planet. Yeah.
Yes, and then the parade, the whole town shuts down for the Christmas parade.
Yeah.
All of the kids
Shut
are
it
in
down.
it, walking, dancing,
Yes.
cheering, whatever. That, okay, I'm with you. I do love all of that part. I'm with you on that. What drains you?
I would say, just a good old general expectation. So
Mm,
I have learned
mm,
in
mm,
my particular family
mm.
dynamic,
Yeah.
I can go ahead and GSD, right? I can just muscle it through. I can take
Yeah.
care of everyone. The
Yep.
reality is, I'm not liked by most of the people I'm related to.
Do you feel like you're not liked by most people? Because I say I know that most people don't like me, and I'm okay with that. And people are like, "That's not true," and I'm like, "You don't have to lie to me," because you might not be okay with that, but like I'm okay with the fact that most people don't like me.
I think they like particular traits about me. I would say I'm probably not in their fave five.
Yeah, no. But would you say what they don't want to lose us? They don't want to get rid of us because what makes them insane
Particular
about
traits
us?
that they enjoy.
Yeah, what makes us insane about what they don't love about us during the holidays, where we're just like, oh my gosh, and to the point and a little, honest for their own happiness, is also the thing that they love about us when they need someone in their corner, right? Do you feel that? I tease my parents all the time. If I wasn't your child, you would actually hate me. Like I don't think you.
Actually, tell my mom, I said, you don't actually like me.
That's what I said. I
The
literally
fact
said to her,
that
I'm like, you don't
I
even
was
like
like, the
me.
fact that you're unaware is your problem, not mine. I'm aware
Yes,
that this is not working out, but you're
yes,
forcing something that's not real. So let's just
yes,
not hang out on Christmas, Thanksgiving, or my birthday.
yes. We will
We'll just
travel
hang out
for
on a
work.
Tuesday and it's fine.
Yes. We'll travel for work. And she always wants to room together. And I'm like, why do you want to do this? Like, you don't actually like me. She's like, stop saying that. I'm like, you don't like me. You love me because I'm your child and you gave birth to me. And I think you
Yeah.
love me. You
Yeah. It's
definitely love me. You would
expectation.
do
There's
anything
some
for me.
societal things that we're working through, but you don't
Yeah.
actually like me.
But
So
it's
there's no.
okay to not like me. Like, I'm okay that most people don't like me. I'm okay with that. And
I
I
like me.
prefer,
And
I
that's
love
a little bit
me.
more important. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I
So
do
for me,
general
when she said, "Hey,
expectation.
she's going to ask you holiday questions," I was like, I literally don't see
Well,
anybody I'm related to for the entire holiday season.
my husband and I, we don't go home for any
And
of it. None.
I've learned that I'm not
Hmm.
everyone's cup of tea. I've
Yeah.
learned
Yeah.
the people who
Hmm.
I want to be around for
Yeah.
this, what could be a stressful season, are not the people I'm related to. There's a
Yeah.
little bit too much expectation and all this stuff. So I'm going to hang out with my best friend whose entire family thinks I'm the bee's knees. They think I'm just slicker than snot and cool. And I'm like, I don't really, you guys, have your own obvious issues because my own family doesn't like me, but you guys are like, please spend more time
Yeah.
because I offer a different situation than they have, right? Like
Mm,
I can GSD.
yeah.
I'm like, can we go hiking every day?
Yeah.
Can we create
Yeah.
and it's all different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
But
You're also never a
dang,
prophet in your own city, So like because you're never a prophet in your own city, as an eight, I feel like when you're coming home for the holidays, most people don't enjoy you. But if you go to somebody else's family, you know, they're like,
they're
"Oh,
like,
you're
oh my God,
honest."
Nicole's here and we're going to do this and we're going to do this. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
sure,
And I
whatever.
think I think that for you, for our own family, we're way too much. We're too honest, but I think for other people they just love knowing where they stand with us. So, we got a new football coach this past year. He's definitely an Enneagram 8. And we traveled to one of our state playoff games. And I've been on the sidelines with the boys all season, taking videos and like putting them on Instagram so that way people that aren't there can watch clips. Well, this game was four and a half
Listen,
hours
same
away.
here.
So people are definitely at home watching the clips. And I were on the field before the game and I walked up to him and I was like, hey, I already know he's an 8 because you just know. Like you just know.
We know the vibe.
Yeah, and you guys, it's not what you think. It's not like I think people think all short asshole, like short to the point asshole people are eights. That's
Short
actually not
tempered.
yeah, that's actually
Not
not
true.
true. And you think all eights are like so opinionated. That's also not true. I find one wing twos are way more critically opinionated than eights because eights literally don't care what you're doing. They actually don't even know that you're there. They don't even see that you're there to know what you're doing, to make a comment. They don't care because their their no shits given is so big, right? And so I could tell he was an 8 because he's just a bare bones. We don't need the fluff. Whatever it takes to be a champion, that's what we're gonna do kind of guy. Love it. I'm
Amen.
obsessed with him. I love him so much.
Amen.
And we're walking, and I said, "Hey, hey, coach." And I walked over, and he goes, "Hey, what's up?" I said, "I want you to know that you can tell me no. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Just tell me no. The answer can be no. I don't care. But do you care if I'm on the sidelines, like with the boys, like doing the social media clipping and like immediately posting it so people are watching it?" And he goes, "I don't care. I don't care. If I cared and I didn't want you there, I'd already told you I don't want you here. I don't want you on my sideline, and I don't care. You're good. You're good." And I said, "Is it because I'm so tiny, like you don't even notice that I'm among your football players?"
Right. You're like,
And he just laughed, and he goes, You always do a great job of staying out of the way. You do a great job of keeping to yourself." Because I'm an 8, so I'm aware of it, right? Like I'm not trying to take up space. I'm just trying
yeah.
to get a job done.
We have literally
And
been told our whole life to like shut up and be kinder. So we're like,
we know how to stay
"Fine."
small. We know how to be small and
Yeah.
like disappear, right? But I just love that. He was like, if I don't want you somewhere, I will let you know. And I think that when it comes to any
That's an trait
situation
for sure.
like that, is that not an 8 trait? Like you will know if I don't like you. I'll tell
It
you.
will not be a question.
There's no question. So
Conversely,
yeah, when we
our
go to other
general
people's
existence makes people uncomfortable
yeah, so I think when we go to other people's
because we're a
places
little
for the
nimble,
holidays,
sure.
they like that. I think they like not our family. Our family make them a little crazy.
Yeah, our
But
family could do without.
our family could do without that level of honesty they've had all of our lives. But I think other families are like, "Oh my gosh, we love them. They're so honest. They just say the thing that we all want to say." And so I think they enjoy it. And then well, also, if you guys have heard any of the human design stuff, we're actually really a double dose of not people's cup of tea because not only are we Enneagram 8s, but in land of like projector verbiage or human design, we're both projectors, which means we see all the things about you that you don't ever want somebody else to see that you don't even see about yourself. And then as 8s, we tend to speak
Also,
it.
let you know.
Also, yeah. So I have
When we carry
found
the mirror, it's
we
not everyone's
care.
favorite thing.
No. So I have found to just keep it inside until someone asks. And then my favorite thing is people will go, "Why didn't you tell me?" Well, you didn't ask for my opinion, and I've found I shouldn't give it until you ask, you know?
Yeah.
So, okay,
Most of the time you actually don't want my feedback, but if you're
I know.
open, and so my networking group, they're like,
Hmm.
she's the most honest person you didn't
Yeah.
know about because I
Yeah.
don't lead with it. And I said, here's the deal: don't ask a question you don't want to answer to. I
I
will
say
not lead
that
with it.
all
I'm
the
not coming for
time.
you. I'm not
Do you
coming for you.
yeah.
But if you ask a question, I'm going to answer.
I'll say that to my coaching clients. They'll go, like I have a coaching client, her name's Kaylin, and she recently asked me, she was thinking up a name of a business, and her first name, I was like, oh my God, that is dog trash. And it was dog trash. She's listening to this. I know
No.
she is. And it's dog trash. Actually, it's really funny because it was named after her dog, but it was dog trash because I'm like, no one knows what that means. Like, that's from a marketing standpoint, that's not going to buzz. No one's going to know, oh, I want to go to her for accounting stuff. Like, no
That
one's going to
means
know
da da
that.
da. Yeah.
So then, and I didn't say anything because if that's sentimental, you do what you got to do, right? Well, then through this process, she came up with this new name and she was like, well, what do you think about it? And I was like, are you wanting me to like respond to this in this like kind supportive way, or do you want like an Enneagram 8 honest opinion? And she's like, no, I want your Enneagram 8 honest opinion. I was like, oh my God, thank the Lord that you came up with this name. It's so much better for marketing. The other one was terrible. And she was like, it's like, well, why didn't you tell me before? And it's, well, you didn't ask. I mean, I'm not gonna, even as your
I
coach,
don't
like
wake
you
up
gotta,
trying to hurt your feelings.
I know, but I think people
I
do think
can.
that.
I just don't want to.
Do you feel like people think that? I feel like when people see us coming for the holidays, they're like, oh Lord, here they come to just rain on all of our parades and make us cry. A little bit.
I
A little
I
bit.
think my family
Would say
would be a
that.
part of that.
Yeah.
I think any the family I have chosen knows
Mm,
me differently and knows
yeah.
that I just want to be holly and jolly too,
Yeah.
but I need it to be on purpose. So I will
Yeah.
make a plan. I will schedule and I'll execute said plan, and it's up to you to come along with said plan or not. I'm going. It's up to you.
I do love some plans. I'm not saying I'm not like spontaneous and adventurous because if you were like, well, let's go to
I'm
Mexico
not.
tomorrow, I'd be like, sure, let's go to Mexico tomorrow. But I mean, I do love structure. I just feel most comfortable in
Yeah.
it. Mhm.
Well, so my other friend lives in Houston. She's like, you can execute to plan better than anyone I know.
Mm,
And she's a VP of a very
yeah.
highbrow situation. She's like, if you know the things that are involved and the end result desired,
Yeah.
you can get it
You'll get there.
there regardless of all of the things that
Yeah.
are involved.
Do you
That's a
feel
trait
like
that most people don't have.
don't
And I'm
have?
like, yeah, it's also exhausting carrying all y'all with me.
Yeah, well, it's also because we're always carrying everyone. Emphasis on the carrying. So I think that's one thing that I think about. I think that eights can look a little bit like Enneagram threes because it looks like we're in box checking mode, but we're not checking the boxes to like look successful. That's not actually what we're doing. Like we're going, okay, so here's these five people, this holiday experience is happening, and we want their experience to be the very, very best for them, So it's like, how do you
It's not even
navigate
about me, actually.
at all, ever. Like I remember when I was planning our wedding, I was like, okay, who is all coming to our wedding? But this is why I had to have a small wedding because I'm like, who's coming and how do I make this the best party and the best experience for every single person coming? And about my wedding. Like I didn't even think about like this is my day. What do I want? I thought about how can I make this the best event for every human that's coming and make it so
They
important to
like
them.
these things, they like these things. Do I have the right food, the vibe, the music, that da da da. I'm
They
planning
want
my
these
40th birthday
drinks
and I'm
and
with you. I'm like, I think they're gonna like this part, they're gonna like this. You guys should actually do this separately, da da da.
yes,
And it's like, well, what do you want to
yes.
do? And I'm like, I want everyone to have
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah. And I think it looks like control. So, it's like as an Enneagram 8, how do you navigate boundaries? And it's like it's people think Enneagram 8s need to be in control. That's not true. It's they just don't want to be controlled. And I think that a disheveled environment and a lack of schedule, I feel controlled by chaos. So I like structure. It makes me feel more comfortable. But I also it's that how do you stay in joy and connection while feeling responsible for everyone? Because you do feel that, right? Like you feel like you're holding everyone's plates up. You
Sure.
got to make sure everyone
So
has
I
the things that make them comfortable.
over the last couple of years, I would say I have released a lot of that
Mm,
expectation,
yeah.
mostly because I don't hang out with my own family.
Mm, yeah.
So like I'm hanging out with my best friend and her family. Whatever
Hmm.
traditions they have for Thanksgiving is something I get to arrive in and bring value to at
Yeah.
whatever capacity they allow me to, right?
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not married and I don't have children. So there's a lot of things that I don't have to carry from a
Yeah.
should standpoint or from a societal expectation.
Yeah.
Um,
I love that.
but creating boundaries around like, I know that if there is a plan to execute, I will be the one to do it. I'll bring it home. I will score
Yep.
that touchdown. No problem. No
Yep.
problem.
Yeah.
Conversely, is that really the plan we want?
Yeah. You know,
You know?
we got
So
invited
I'm
to
gonna go spend Christmas with a different friend who just had a
um
baby. This baby's gonna be like a month old. And
really?
her husband's side of the family's like in town and like all this chaos and all these things. And she's like, can you just help me hold the baby for 3 days? And I'm like, yeah, I feel very strongly like I can hold your baby in different rooms of your house while your husband's doing big family stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That sounds beautiful for
Mm.
me.
Do
But
you
if she said, hey, can you come and do all this family stuff? I'm like, super
no.
busy. Can't.
No.
Nope.
We got
Because
invited
I've learned
to that you
it's
don't want to
not
do it.
serving me anymore.
We got invited to a Thanksgiving and I'm so torn because I'm like, oh my gosh, I do love these people. They are fun. So I would love to go. And I also love, then I don't have to make all the things myself.
Right. So there's
I'm like,
some
oh, that sounds
balance.
so fun. Yeah, it does sound so fun. But then, I married like more like a self-preservation Enneagram 9. So he is the hermit of all the hermits. So I'm like, I wonder if he wants to
Keeping
leave
it
the
in the
house.
family.
I'm like, he might want to leave the house for Thanksgiving, but he might just want to stay home for Thanksgiving. But I would also like to go for a Thanksgiving hike. So I could do any of those. Real quick, before we dive back in, I want to share something I created for the women who are growing, but still kind of feel like they're doing it alone. If that statement just hit, then this is for you. I've never felt so aligned and so alone. It's the message I kept hearing as more and more women were falling in love with their life doing what they were born to do. They were craving that like minded, iron sharpening iron relationship with other women who were as focused, powerful, and determined to be positive as they were. And that is why I created the Growth Collective. It's our All Things Excellence book club community where you don't have to read the book because audio and PDF cliff notes are provided for you. There's a community for you to connect and network with other growth-minded women, plus 2 monthly Zooms where you receive connection and live coaching from me. Head on over to chelseadbc.com/book club to join us. All right, let's get back into it because what you're hearing today is exactly why spaces like the Growth Collective exist. We were never meant to grow alone. Okay, so what is your ideal holiday environment? Like quiet, busy, structured, spontaneous. Like, is it that? Is it like you're like, I'm gonna spend well, I mean, you're going hard this week with
It's
Robin. Like y'all are going hard.
Yeah. Well, and by heart, I mean, like yesterday, we literally went from one spa activity to another spa activity. So it was really more of a uh, scheduling quiet time, which is really cool. Um, I would say the way I was raised with expectation and the certain friend groups I had, holidays look very different now than they used to. So it was, I mean, you're up early, you're chopping all the chopped to
Mm,
be chopped vegetables and proteins and all the things because of expectation, right? Do we have the
yeah.
right flatware, cookware? Is it in the, I can
Oh
execute
my
to plan,
gosh.
right? So like I used to run restaurants, so I can cook all the things and they all arrive at the same time and hot.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Wait, were you
like,
born in Texas?
I was born and raised in San Francisco. And then
Okay, okay. I'm
I've been
like,
in
were you
Texas for 25 years.
okay? I'm like, were you born Southern? Because that's a whole different thing.
No, I was
Okay.
not born Southern. I have assimilated very well though. But I
Hmm.
ran restaurants. And so you
Yeah.
have to execute to everything being hot at the same time and
Yeah.
deliverable. So I have a great skill set that people like to leverage in a
Yeah.
particular environment.
Yeah.
And so the friend that I have spent most of my holidays with my whole life, or my teenage to adult life, is, I mean, we're cutting and chopping as soon as our feet hit the ground in the morning, right?
There's a
And
lot of doing.
now that I've experienced what the other side does here at Robin's house, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going back.
Yeah.
My
Do
whole
they
job for
cook a
Thanksgiving is
lot?
making holiday cocktails. That's the only thing I have to do on Thursday.
Is it
Someone's
okay?
making
Wait.
a turkey, someone's making a ham,
Oh,
someone's making mashed potatoes. I don't have to cut anything except for the foil off of liquor bottles.
okay. So somebody
And
else is navigating the cooking on Thursday, or is everyone bringing their own different part?
so we have a blended Thanksgiving coming. So everyone is in charge of something. So instead of
Mm,
Robin being in charge of all of it,
everything.
everyone was, they got to choose
Yeah.
with a little bit of parameter, right? We need
Yeah.
to make sure there's protein and
Yeah. And the signature
potatoes of
dishes.
different
Like,
colors.
let's not forget green
Yeah.
bean casserole on Thanksgiving. That would be an actual American sin, you know?
Yeah, I think that actually somebody was positioning for that, and Robin was like, absolutely not. You're not allowed to come to my house if somebody's not making green bean casserole, you know?
Yeah. It's just a thing. You have to have it. Okay. So after you go through all of this, what does recharging during the holidays look like for you?
So for part of my personality type is quality time. And
Mm,
so I don't really, to be quite frank, I don't really care what I'm doing, but if I could be on a park bench with my best friend and I'm going to
yeah.
have the time of my life,
Yeah.
there doesn't really need to be a particular activity. So
Yeah.
I would say prioritizing the thing, whatever the thing is for you. So maybe it's an activity, maybe it's a person. Making time for that on the front and the back end.
Yeah.
Seldom is it during, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Because it's chaos.
prioritizing that even if it's 15 minutes is going to bring some light and some peace to the season that can be totally chaotic and absolute garbage. But it's all of it is choice.
Yeah.
We're
I feel like
choosing the expectation, we're choosing to accept all of the things that is put upon us by society or otherwise. You can also choose to not.
I have to build in, like, if somebody looked at my calendar right now, they would see I've literally scheduled off times for myself where I won't see anyone. Like, there, I will definitely, I'll be skipping going, I'll be working out at
You're like,
home.
I
I
am
won't
putting my
see.
7 ornaments on the tree. Leave me alone.
Yes, yes. And I will definitely
Because otherwise
be
it's going to get
recharging.
filled with stuff.
Yeah. And I'll recharge alone. Like, I do love that. Like, I could spend, you know, post, especially right now, like we're not only are we navigating a lot of holiday things, but we're also kicking off my husband's soccer season, which I don't know who thought about that. Like, whoever put the start of a new sports season right when you're kicking off the holidays, that just wasn't the most brilliant thing that Arizona did. But so I like they didn't think about the fact that this was like absolutely insane for us. So I have it blocked out after Christmas, a little bit before Christmas and after Christmas. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It's pretty much like it's pretty much like the 16th of December through the 1st or 2nd of January. I'm pretty much blocked out because I feel like if I can just have
So
that
cool.
whole time to recharge by myself and with a couple people that I actually care
With your
about.
family, the people
Yeah.
who live in your house, whatever capacity that looks like, right?
Yes, yes, yes. If I can do that, we're not traveling. We did travel the week after Christmas once. We like flew home Christmas the day after Christmas, and came back on New Year's Eve, and we found that was not good. Didn't like that because it didn't have that giant week to just recharge before we hit the ground running again. And even as an eight, I'm like, we can outdo anybody. You know what I mean? Like, eights are doers. They put their head down and they get the stuff
I
done.
told Robin last night, I said, here's the deal. You give me 30 uninterrupted minutes, I can, quite frankly, accomplish everything that
What
a
you need?
normal person could do in a day. You give me
Yes,
2 hours,
yes.
it's a week.
Week, absolute week. But yeah, but then I really want to recharge. Like, I want to just do, then I do want
And
to
then
do
I
nothing.
don't want to look at my phone for 4 days.
Yes, I do feel like that. You know, it's interesting, like when you say the expectations. And I think what's hard with eights is not only are we're very honest to everybody else, but I think we're also very honest with ourselves. And I think that's the hardest thing is you're going, oh my gosh, I know everybody, they want me to be at the party. They want me to send the cards. They want me to text the Merry Christmas. They want me to do all these things. And in reality, I don't want to do any of that. I just want to be with myself and maybe one or two people that I genuinely enjoy and can fully be myself around.
Which is super inconvenient for everyone else.
Yeah.
We have It is,
Yeah.
right? Like
It is.
while people
It is.
don't necessarily love all the
Yeah.
time, our expediency, our directness, our
Mhm.
ability to execute to plan, the
Mhm.
reality is they still expect it.
Mhm.
And when we don't show up with it, like when I just arrive and
Yeah.
don't solve, and I'm not a part of the integral plan of whatever thing, people are
Yeah.
like, well, where's this? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like to attend a wedding and not be the planner of said wedding. I'm not even in
How
it.
does this
Like,
happen?
I don't even
Literally, I
know.
need to know. I
I don't
need to
even
know
know
how
half
that
the
happened.
wedding party. Why do I need to be involved?
Okay, how does that happen? Like, I need to, that's a real thing. As an eight, how is it? It doesn't matter whether it's a wedding, it's a holiday, it's a whatever.
Does it?
Somehow
And
we
we've never
show
met
up.
half the people.
We've never met
Yeah.
the majority of the people. And we show up just thinking like we're just going to show up, just get to like kind of be a wallflower, do our own thing, observe. And next thing I know, we're basically running the show because we identify where they obviously didn't have an us brought in to make sure that situation went off without a hitch. And next thing you
Executes
know,
plan.
but do you feel it in yourself? I mean, I will be like, "Oh my gosh, I
I
hate
have to
myself
actively
right
sit
now."
on my hands, like,
Yes, I hate
don't
myself right
solve.
now, but like I
Don't,
got to do this. I
don't
cannot
solve.
let this go to crap. I'm going to have to step in and make sure this goes well. So I had a wedding 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. I had this wedding.
Weddings. I
Weddings.
need
Had
a
this wedding.
part-time business running weddings
Uh-huh.
just so that y'all can avoid your own pitfalls.
Uh-huh. So I'm at this wedding. All I had to do was show up. It was my cousin was in the wedding. So I just had to show up and do makeup for a couple of her friends and the bride who was her friend. And it was a favor because I do not do wedding makeup. I absolutely hate it.
Me
But I
either.
was like, okay,
Nope,
fine.
nope,
Girl
nope.
next door. They want a girl next door makeup. I'm like, okay, fine, fine, fine. I can do
Sure.
it.
Dash out the door. What I got going on right now?
Literally dash out the door. That's what they wanted. Super simple gals. Well, the next thing I realized, it's like they don't have a day of executor or a personal attendant.
At all.
What? Nope, wasn't there. The next
Who's
thing I
running the
know,
time? Who's running pictures? Where are we
oh,
at? What's going?
nothing. Next thing I know, I'm even in the car with the bride holding her flowers and I'm on the floor. I'm crouched on the floor as she's getting out of the car and being escorted by her dad. I'm with her and her dad on the floor holding her stuff as she's getting out and going, helping her with that. And then I stay on the floor and we pull around the corner, right, as they're going down the aisle. Well, then I realized that the park across the street was about to start a festival and they were going to be playing a live band. So then I'm sprinting through this park and a field, running, telling them, she's going down the aisle. They're doing their vows. I need you to give
Give
me
me
15
5 minutes
minutes.
and you can do whatever the heck you want.
What, I
Yeah.
don't care what you do, but like you're going to ruin her
Because you
wedding.
saw it, no one else is even aware.
No one else even saw it. And there I am. And that's how I feel like we are when we go to holidays. I feel like that actually might be the most stressful part of holidays for an eight is we walk into a room and we see where everything is about to go sideways. And all we want to do, like innately, all we want to do is like start
I just
picking
want
up
to
all the
solve
plates.
it
You
so
want
that
to
you
solve
have
it
a great
all?
experience. But
Pick
now
it.
I'm the jerk.
And
Cool.
it's not because we're control freaks. It literally is. We want you to have the very best experience.
Yep.
But then you look like
And
a
I can
control freak and a
see
jerk.
that you're going to be mad that your mashed potatoes are cold. But because I brought it up, it's my fault.
I know. I know. I feel
How
this thick.
interesting. But
I feel that.
if you turned the casserole dish so you can have mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes at the same time,
Same
we
time.
could all be happy.
Yep.
But I'm the jerk because I said it out loud.
We are always the jerk because we said it out loud.
Yeah,
But then,
everyone's thinking
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Or maybe they didn't even notice it.
But I think one of the things that I have
Mhm.
learned, I'm not everyone's favorite. Most people aren't my
Yeah.
favorite, which is totally fine.
I know. Do you think that's
Learning,
why we're okay? Okay, this is a question. Do you think we are okay that most people don't like us because we don't actually probably like most people?
I mean, that's how I sleep at night. I'm literally not concerned. I am not concerned.
That's how I
Kind of like you said earlier, I'm like, I'm not thinking about your emotional woes of my response or lack of. I am trying to
Yeah.
execute the plan. I want to make sure everyone has hot mashed potatoes. And if I have to ruffle some feathers to get hot mashed potatoes, I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
because that's
I
gonna
agree with
be
you.
do serve the most good. It's
Yeah.
just gonna be uncomfortable for some people. Now, the people
Mhm.
who love me most
Yeah.
know that that is what I bring to the table, and they continue to invite me to said table.
Yes, because the thing to know about eights is their entire existence revolves around the greater good. Like they are literally put on this earth to like carry the world on their shoulders, to be there for the
Right.
underdog, to
With a
make sure
smile.
everyone's supported. Yeah, like that's the crux of an eight. And here's you know what I think sucks most about being an eight in business? I wish that I could wake up one day and just selfishly go after a goal that was all about me. How cool would that be? But you
I'm
can't.
like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, because we're for
How
the
does that
sake of the
work?
world. We're for the sake of the world
Yeah.
people. So if our goal isn't serving the world, we can't even set it or go after it. Like to be able to just wake up and get a goal that you want to get because you're like, I want that goal and it makes me feel good. It makes me happy. I'm like, what is that like?
Can't relate. No idea.
But it's also like getting to show up to a
Uh,
holiday and just getting to have everything the way you want it because it makes you feel
To
good.
just
As
arrive.
can you imagine? Instead of planning it, making sure you have everybody's favorite dish and everybody's favorite drink and everybody feels comfortable. And you can't, I think as an eight, you can't not create that environment for people. That's why I love doing retreats, good or bad, you know.
I, it's tricky, and I think the older I get, the more I realize where I'm wanted is more important to me than what expectation tells me I want.
Hmm.
So I'm generally uncomfortable, or I'm making you uncomfortable, whoever you are, because I'm trying to live the most authentic version of myself,
Yeah.
which is wildly inconvenient from
Yeah.
a female perspective.
Yeah.
And
Especially women eights are super special.
yeah, we're just,
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
least liked, and that's fine.
That's fine. Well, it is fine. I mean, we're
Helping,
saying it's fine because it is really, we're fine with it.
I am super happy that I don't have to placate hundreds of people.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
agree
that
with
makes
that.
a lot of people that are relatively close to
Uncomfortable.
me very uncomfortable because I'm not
Uh,
playing the game.
yeah.
It's also probably a little bit why I'm single, I'm sure, because I'm not playing some game that I'm
Yeah.
should be playing. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't
But
know how I
I'd
ended up
rather,
married. That was like a cool thing.
well, I think we're just going to call it super lucky when
I
we're
know.
young, right?
We were young. Yeah. Well, so all the time I say to him a lot, we met when we were 20. We started dating when we were 25 and got married when we were 30. And now we've been married for almost 11 years. And I say to him all the time,
That's fantastic.
yeah, I'm like,
Congratulations.
I don't know. I know you love me. I don't know how much you like me most of the time. I don't think you like me most of the time. I think you always love me. And I think you didn't quite know what you were getting yourself into.
Well, and to be fair, you didn't know what you were getting into.
Yeah. Wow. I'm going to say that. Amen to that
I
one.
didn't know what I was.
Uh-huh.
I
I,
don't,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
11 years ago, I was just kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to marry an Enneagram 9 as an 8, he's definitely come a long way, but I say this all over and over to people all the time. Like, y'all think that he is just so go with the flow, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, peacemaker, and that's a
Does it
fucking
make a
lie.
decision to save his life?
Yeah. And basically, he wants what he wants. He always knows what he wants. But he's not going to be the one to rock the boat, and but he's also going to make me miserable if he's in a situation he doesn't want to be in. So I always look
But
like
he's
the
also not going
asshole.
to tell you about it.
Yeah, so I always look like the asshole going, we're not going to that. We're not going to that. We're not going to that Thanksgiving. We're not going to that New
Nope.
Year's Eve. We're not going to that
Nope.
Christmas. And people think that I'm saying no to them, and I'm like, no, he's saying no to you, and I'm just cutting through the crap because
He
I'm not
just
going to
he just
be
doesn't know how
miserable.
to say it out loud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because he's not going to say it out loud. You're so right. So I do feel like a little bit of that. Like, I think if I would have known, gosh, I don't even know. I don't, like if you say, oh, who ideally could an Enneagram 8 marry? I don't even
Robin
know.
always says you need a 9 because you're going to naturally lead. And I
Yeah.
was like, here's the deal. I want to be
Mhm.
led. I just need to be led well. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really know who that's going to be for you.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
is
just kind of a
so
joke for us because, and
tough.
not, it's not out of, it's not not being kind. It's just being aware. I will only follow someone who's going to lead me better than me. And I lead myself pretty dang well.
Well, so that's the thing with
Actually,
yeah,
business,
eights.
otherwise. I
So
got a pretty
eight,
solid situation going over here. So I'm like,
I do
can you do
think
better?
that okay, so my nephew who's 5, I was telling my dad yesterday, I know for a fact he's definitely an 8, and the reason is because he loves my husband so much, and when he was here, my husband was my nephew, you like want to squeeze him because you love him, you want to squeeze him to take the air out of his lungs, because he's making you insane. And when he left, I said, I'm actually terrified. And
Children.
he goes, why? And I said, well, it's because I think he's an 8. And he's like, why do you think that? I go, because everyone else, he controlled everyone else. He has no respect for anyone else. You can tell it. The harder that we were on him, my husband and I, the more rules we made,
The
the
more he's
more
like,
he loved us. Because that's an 8. Because an 8 is like, I'm going to swing so hard at you and I'm going to see, are you stronger than me? And if I
do
find
you
out
have the
you are stronger
fortitude?
than me, yeah. Can you withstand my storm? And if you can, then I can actually relax and then I will have respect. I think earning the respect of an 8 is one of the hardest things anyone could ever do because
Well, and we're
you
not
gotta
even going to
have
tell you that's
control.
what's happening.
No, and yeah, I mean, but that's what he's doing. And it was wild.
It's
I mean, we're
100% like, can I
yeah,
trust you?
can't well, it's
Can
like,
I
can I
give you this
yes.
stress? Can I give you
Can you
the
hold space
thing?
for me?
Yeah.
Are you strong enough? So I do think my college boyfriend, we dated for about 5 years, like 20 to 25, like 19-ish to 20, almost 25, whatever, right before Kobe, obviously. I look back, I need to just ask him to like do it with me. I'm pretty sure he was also an 8 because here's where our relationship went sideways was when we were not getting along, it was so ugly. And we both knew exactly the most hurtful thing to say. And then it got to a point where, like, we're the greatest of friends now, but it got to a point where you can't take back those things that you said. And we were just
I,
so young and immature.
the greatest and the worst thing about me is how sharp my tongue is.
Yes, agree. Oh, that's what I say. You'll know an
I'm
8
your
because they'll cut you to your core.
greatest I'm your greatest protector. Robin and I talk about this all the time. She's
Hmm.
like, "You guys are supposed to be the challenger," and I was like, "No, I'm a protector.
They're the
I will
protector.
protect you above anyone else and
Yeah.
sacrifice myself twice on Tuesdays, like not
Yes,
even without
always.
question. I will
Yes.
not defend myself. I will defend the honor of others. Don't even
Yeah.
need to know them.
Yeah.
But you come at me, you come at my people, I will cut
Challenge you.
you so fast,
Yeah.
and
So
there's
fast.
no coming back from it." And it's so hard. So when I was 11 years ago, 10 years ago, I was a total jerk. I was just a dick
Yeah.
because it was protection. It's easier to just be mean than let someone in, you know?
Well, and you didn't realize, I don't think I realized what I was doing clear back then. At this point, like Brad and I had started dating 20 years ago. I definitely didn't know what I was doing because it was coming out so fast. Because 8s aren't thinking about it, they're not feeling about it, they're just doing it, they're just saying it. And so I think that two very mature Enneagram 8s could have a really great marriage where they hand the baton of who's holding the plates up back and forth. Like I look back at that and I'm like, if we had met when we had both acquired some great adult communication skills, where we knew once this leaves your mouth, you can't take this back, I think we would have been like this insane, unstoppable force. But you got to be two very
Conversely,
mature
is
eights.
that what you want out of a relationship? From
I
a business
mean,
perspective, yeah, I want an
yeah,
unstoppable force. From a
right.
personal relationship, I want a soft place to land where someone's going to
But
catch
eights are
me
a
because
soft
I
place
so
to land.
rarely get to let go.
Yeah, but
So do I
but
want a powerhouse from a relationship?
well, because that would be a 3. I would never marry a 3. I don't think that would be fun at all. I think 8s are a soft place to land. I don't think anyone's softer than us. I think we're the softest of all. Like those Ferrero Rocher candies where they're like like yeah, and they're mushy on the inside, but they're like rigid and nutty on the outside. That's an 8. And so I think 8s are actually one of the softest places to land with people that they trust. Which is why I think the
They
holidays are hard.
Others can land with us safely when we allow them to, when they can see that we're not actually just mean. But for me to land safely as an 8, it's very hard to find someone who can catch me.
That's where
And
I
so
think
I'm not,
you
while
could.
I should probably trust an 8, I'm like, but who's in control?
Yeah.
And I struggle with
Well, but
that
that's where it's
more
like,
than I probably care to admit.
yeah, and I think that's where the maturity thing comes in. I think it's that maturity of knowing we're passing the baton back and forth of who who's holding the plates today and who needs a soft place to land today, and also then remembering to have like really mature communication skills within that. I think, yeah, I think so. I do see myself and my nephew. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be, as he gets older, like this is going to be a wild time at gatherings, because I can tell. I As soon as I realized what was happening with him was that somebody needed to be so strong so he felt safe, and that he just wants a lot of rules and he wants a lot of boundaries because he wants to know where he stands and he wants to know what he can do. Like
I
when
just need to
he,
know where the parameters are, and then
yeah,
and then I'm good to go. But
like,
if you're all
uh-huh,
willy nilly and loosey goosey,
yeah,
I can't operate in chaos.
yeah.
I just won't go,
He
which
was a
is
holy
my
terror with his
childhood on that
parents.
day.
Yeah, he was a holy terror with his
Yeah.
parents driving up to Flagstaff. And then he went on, Kobe and I were like, we got to go for a walk. That was insane. We don't want to do this. Like that was terrible. So we were going to go on a like a little walk all the way through town in Flagstaff. And he's like, I want to come. I want to come. Well, at the time he's 4 and we're going, oh my gosh, it's Flagstaff. It's super hilly. You're going to go up and down like 2,000 feet on this walk through
He
town.
just wanted to be with people who were,
He did. He wanted to be with people that he felt like he could just relax and be a kid and be for, because Enneagram 8s are born as little adults. I will tell you, he was absolute perfection. We went on a 4.5 mile walk. I called a hike because it was in Flagstaff. He was perfection. We were so confused. We were like, what is actually happening? Like when we said, you will hold our hand, when we said, you will stop, when we said, you will not go in there, yes, you can go in there, do not touch that. Yes, you can touch that. He was perfect. That was
because
the moment
you're
I knew.
clear.
Yeah. Yeah. And he knew that we had a lot of structure and a lot of boundaries, and he loved it, and he has high respect for us. He is going to be he called my husband the his favorite but most scary uncle, and he already has his costume to be Uncle Kobe for Halloween next year.
How cute.
I'm like, he literally took all your toys away by the time you left. But mhm.
It's irrelevant. But
But that's such
he held his
an eight
ground.
was like,
I mean, it was on
yeah,
purpose. And we're like, well,
yeah, they love the discipline.
you
Like,
told me a rule, I didn't follow it, and you executed. I'm really proud of you, actually. Thank
yeah,
you
and
for
yeah, and
holding me
he's like,
accountable. We're
wow, this is
confused, you're
cool.
confused, it's fine.
Yes. Like I
And I
think that
love you for
eights
it.
love to be challenged. Eights love accountability. You know, they
When
love that.
someone can hold me more accountable than I hold myself, I'm like, I'm
Yes.
confused and I
Okay.
like it.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
recently hired this new coach, and I said to her, which she's a 5, and so in safety and security, a 5 axis is an 8. And I said to her, I'm like, okay, but like if we're gonna do this, you're gonna have to come up, like I'm gonna wall up like you've never seen somebody wall up, and you've got to
Yeah, you don't
wall
even,
up harder. Like you got to
no
wall up harder
access.
and bigger. Like, can you do that? And I said, I'm not going to be fun. You're going to think I'm being disrespectful. It's just, you got to like break me down. So
I'm acting
just,
out like a child.
we do. I
100%.
feel like sometimes, yes, when I'm being coached as a 40-year-old adult, I feel myself acting like a raging toddler. Do you feel that?
I
Like,
tell people all the time, I'm like, here's the deal. I am a very tall teenager.
yeah,
If I
yeah,
am being pushed back on and I don't respect you, I'm going to act out to see how you handle it.
yep,
It's not even in control. I'm not even trying to do it. But more
no,
so, if I'm bored,
yeah.
I will create
Oh,
chaos just to have something to do.
oh my gosh, eights will stir the pot for funsies. They have a deep lust for intensity. Um,
Yeah. I'm
yeah.
like, this is boring and super vanilla. We should probably light it on
Well,
fire.
because the basic need of an 8, so the basic need of a 7 is to avoid pain. The basic need of a 3 is to be successful. The basic need of a 5 is to know, right? To be competent, to have information. The basic need of an 8 is to come against. Like they just need something to come up against, to fight, to,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So
Just,
it's,
I'm bored.
yeah.
Argue with me.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay,
But you can't
so
come at me with things that are irrelevant because I def don't care.
yeah, I'm not going to engage in that. Like, no, it's got to be worth. It's got to be worth the breath in my lungs for me to battle with.
Yeah, which,
Like,
is all relative. And then we're exhausting to some people.
you know what I say to my family? I'll say like, "Oh my gosh, seriously, do we have to talk about this? This is such drama." Because I'm like, it just feels like drama. Like, why are we even talking about this? This is so dumb. This is the dumbest conversation ever. Like, I don't want to talk about this.
There are some people in my life that are like, well, so and so's doing this and so and so's doing that. And I'm like,
I don't
cool.
care.
Does that directly affect us in any way at
Yes.
all? Well,
Yes.
no. And I'm like, wait, so we're talking about it because.
Yes. I will say my parents hate this. I'll go,
And
they're
they're like,
trying to
not
figure out a
everything's work.
name
You don't have
of
to just
somebody.
move things down the road. I'm like, yes, I
Yeah.
do.
They'll be saying,
I
like, trying
actually
to,
don't know why we're dicking
we're
around.
talking about this. They'll try to come up with a name. Like, oh my gosh, what's their name? What's their name? Like, yesterday it was my cousin's kid's name. And I said, Dad, I don't really care what the kid's name is. It's irrelevant to me. I don't care what it is. I'll probably never meet the kid. I don't care what his name is.
Super,
But another thing
super
that I'll
non-issue.
say, yeah, I know it makes him crazy. And then another thing that I'll say is if this person died, I definitely wouldn't go to their funeral. So I really don't care what they're doing. It makes my mom nuts. And it's not like I'm not being insensitive. I just don't want to,
It's
like,
just the
there's only
reality
so
of the
much
situation.
time. Like, we only have so much time on this earth. And I will not waste it on people that I don't care about because the people that we care about, we care so much.
I'll give you all the things. Shirt off my
Yes.
back, whatever you
Yes.
need. Doesn't
Yes.
even
Yes.
matter.
Yes. But I
But yeah, if I
will not waste it on people that I don't care about.
I just don't actually care.
I
And
just
it's hard. It's hard sometimes when people are like, do you care?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Why are we talking about it?
Yes. Yes. I do love that.
I'm
I
never
do
going to
love
see these
that.
people. I'm not going to go to their funeral, whatever the case.
Mm-mm.
And we do come
Mm-hmm.
off very callous for that. But I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
1000% do not give a hoot.
I think it's something, and I think that's where, in the holiday
It's an
season, I will,
inability. Like, I can't care for
yeah.
everything.
Oh, it is an inability. It's like an actual inability to care. And I think that when you bring that into the holidays, it looks like they don't care. They don't care about anybody but themselves. They never go to anything that's not for them. And it's just like, well, I really look at the fact that I only have so much energy. I think eights have a lot of energy, but I think they have very limited bandwidth, right? So they can
I
do,
have
do, do, do,
this
do.
much.
Yeah, we can do for days on end, but the people bandwidth thing is so limited. And it's it's really analyzing as an eight in the holidays and going, where is my very limited people bandwidth time spent? Where am I going to do that? Who am I going to do it with?
Well, and the people vary, right? So like maybe the gentleman you're married to and your
Hmm.
kids, you can obviously spend weeks and years with without
Yeah.
murdering.
Yeah.
Conversely, your neighbor next door who causes a lot of drama, very low level from a conversation standpoint, you're like, you have 15 minutes.
Yeah. If that. I actually have
But
a
like
neighbor that
identifying
gets
that is a big deal and it makes us sound like jerks. But the
I
reality is
know.
I have coffee friends and I have travel friends and somewhere in between. And I will move you into whatever
Hmm.
capacity that looks like for me so that
Yes.
I can maintain a relationship with you. It will just ebb and flow as I'm able to deal with you and your shenanigans.
Yeah. I know that does sound terrible. You obviously we know I have a indirect sales and a product that I sell, and I have a neighbor I have these two women. One lives around the corner from me, like walks her dog by my house every day. And she always wants to tell me all about her family drama and her son's drama and her daughter-in-law's drama. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you that I moved or quit if you don't stop doing this. I will lie to you. Because I
Well, and
think even
it's
telling,
interesting
you
that
know,
women are
yeah.
trained that that's what we talk about.
Yeah, and I just don't want to talk about it
Pick
because
a
I think
show
that,
in early England. What do? We sit in the art room and we gossip.
oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, Bridgerton style.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's
you
just
said it.
not, y'all,
Absolutely.
in another
And that's not,
parallel universe, Enneagram 8 women must have been men because we're not here for that.
I don't fully believe that.
Because we
I'm like,
just
I
don't care.
don't. Well, and I don't even know who your mom's sister's cousin's neighbor is. Why should
Do
I
you
give
think
a
that
hoot
that makes the
that she's
holidays
not
hard?
painting her nails?
Do you think that makes the holidays hard though? Because people are gathering and people don't know what to talk about, and so they tend to talk
And it's
about
all surface level conversation. 100.
and people, yeah. Oh my gosh. I do love that.
generationally as well.
Hmm.
So, like my mom's generation,
Mm,
it's a lot of busybody conversation because women weren't allowed to do certain things, right? Or
yes,
there was a
that's
stigma
so
if they
true.
did.
That's so true.
And so, again, we're conditioned to just me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Can't,
Think about.
can't, won't, don't uninvite me. I don't know what it is. But
Yeah.
my, like, one of my dear friends' mother-in-laws is just this kindest, most wonderful woman on all the planet, would give you anything she had. No questions asked. All she talks about is gossip. And I'm like, I don't know who these people are, and I 1000% don't care.
So you guys, just so you know, if you are attending a holiday function with an Enneagram 8, do not gossip with them because not only do they
Please
genuinely,
bring value to the conversation.
they don't care. They don't care. But I think also like if you want to go, what are the top 10 ways to set off an Enneagram 8 during the holidays? The number one might be gossip because they don't
And
care.
like, I don't know who Linda is from. I don't know. And
Oh
why
my
should I?
I will
It's so
say to
confusing.
people sometimes, like, you're wasting the oxygen in the air right now talking about people we don't know or care about. So I do that.
They're not even
Okay,
here. Like, if
so
they're here and we're talking smack about their shoes, different argument,
yes.
But like,
Well,
I don't know who Linda's
yes.
cousin is who lives in Timbuktu. Irrelevant.
Yeah, so you guys, like, what not to do to an Enneagram 8 during the holidays is absolutely that. Okay, so how we end every single podcast episode is we always love to give a good piece of permission. So, what permission or advice would you give to wrap this up to the Enneagram 8s of the world on how to navigate the holidays? Piece of advice or permission.
Your annoyances are valid. I encourage you to find the people who annoy you less and
Mm,
give yourself permission to spend time less with those who create more chaos for you. It may look different and you will continue to cause people to be uncomfortable, but your comfort matters too.
I agree with
And
that.
some people may not be giving you permission to be comfortable. I encourage you to find your comfort. Find the people who fill you up and are not questioning your existence, that are grateful for your existence.
Well, and the permission to not spend the holidays with people you feel like you should, but to spend the holidays with people that you actually want to.
Do not should me. That's a
Hmm.
very
You
quick
know,
way to end our conversation.
you know, yeah. Like I think people think like
Shooting all over the place.
you should go home during the holidays. You should want to go see your family, right? I think my husband's family does that to him a lot, and I'm like, but that isn't good for us. And I think it's that permission, like
And
you get to do what's best for you. Because and here's one thing I think Enneagram 8s,
generally,
yeah,
generationally,
yeah,
our parents' generation, it shoulds all over the place.
yeah. I didn't go to my grandma's funeral,
You're
who I
not going to
still
like it. If you should
love.
me, I will walk right out the door.
Yeah.
Bye.
But I think a lot of eights don't realize that when you put yourself in these holiday environments that you don't want to be in, I know you're not having fun, but actually no one there is having fun. So if you don't want to be there, you actually shouldn't go.
Just don't. But that's
Just
also
don't go.
permission from a female standpoint in today's environment.
Yeah.
Just because we've done it for 8,000 years doesn't mean we shouldn't go, hmm,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is no longer serving me. I don't need to be in this room anymore. Or I don't need to make all the pieces of Thanksgiving. Maybe everyone could bring a dang dish and I'm not losing my hair about it,
I
you know?
yes. Amen. Amen. Spread the yeah.
I'm
As
just
the
here to
girl who is
liberate women from
yeah.
expectation.
That's a girl who's making all the dishes for her husband and her dad and also carrying all the plates for the soccer booster all at the same time. I am like
Of course.
a to the freaking men to that.
Yeah.
Um,
I invite
and
you to ask for some help.
well, here's what I've noticed is if you are not an eight, but you have friends that are eights, and I think you look at us and go, it's okay, they've got it.
She's
No,
fine.
we
She can
we
handle it.
actually aren't fine, and we actually want you to help. And if we say who would love to help, we if we're saying that, we're basically drowning and being like, get this off my plate before I burn it
We
all
are
down.
at our wits' end and we're
Yes.
fixing to die.
We're fixing to die.
Yeah.
If we are asking for help, we are fixing to die. That is us. If we are saying, I need somebody to help me with this, I want somebody to be on this committee, I want somebody to bring the pies, I want somebody else to bring that, we are waving a white flag and our ship is going down. So somebody better step
You
up.
can't see it right in here, but
No, it's not a suggestion. It is a scream for help.
100%.
Otherwise we've got it. Otherwise we got
it.
very
It's fine.
much. Yeah. Otherwise we'll very much. We will let you know if we need to help. You don't necessarily have to ask, but if we ask, the ship's going down. So jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're even considering your help.
Yeah, I know. The ship is absolutely going down. Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for waking up early and not normally early, but thanks for coming on Little Sleep and coming to hang out and
Thanks for having me.
being an 8 during the holidays. And thanks for also being an 8 just with Robin in general. I feel like Robin is an easier friend for me to be, I get to be an easier 8 to her because she also has you as an 8.
She's least offended. She's not as offended.
Yes, she's not as easily offended.
Because she's got a lot of
by the
8
things
energy
you do.
too.
She does have a lot of 8 energy. She does.
Right.
So,
But that means we are very intense and offend others super easy when we're together.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a lot. There's a lot of energy and intensity and a lot of people left in our wake if we're not careful.
Agreed.
So.
Which, all right, y'all will meet Robin and all her Enneagram 7 holiday shenanigans coming up in a couple days with the 7s episode. So a huge thanks to Nichole for coming today to be our Enneagram 8 in the holidays. Make sure you all do all the liking and the subscribing and the things. If you have any questions for us, you can always message us over on Instagram. We'll drop all those links down there in the show notes. Keep listening to our Enneagram in the Holidays series. We hope you have a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and we will talk with you all next time.
Thanks for listening to All Things Excellence. If something landed with you today, I'd love for you to follow the show, share it with a friend, or leave a quick review. It helps more women find these transformational conversations. And if you're ready for support with your next step, or needing someone to stand in the gap with you to figure out what that even is, I'd love to create that space for you, and my intro clarity call is a great place to start, because life is too quick and too full to have to figure it out alone. Until next time, All Things Excellence fam, thank you for listening.